When the clock strikes 3 o'clock, we are Dumbarton. Dumbarton.
Welcome and this shot to glory save, and we're just getting started in our first season at Dumbarton FC. So as you can see, we're choosing our nations, so we're going to keep it simple. Chose Croatia, England, France, Germany, Italy, Scotland, may as well pick Northern Ireland, Wales and Spain for our nations. So the first kind of thing we'll do here is we'll start up the game, we'll load up the game. As you can see, we've picked 28 leagues from 8 nations, I think that's about right, or 9, I don't know. So we'll just go with that. We've only got the Welsh Premier there, we've got the Northern Irish leagues loaded up, we've got all our Serie C and above from the Italian leagues, also got the French leagues, English leagues from Vanarama, National League North, and South to above, and also of course all of the Scottish leagues, so that includes League 2, League 1 if you're not familiar with Scottish football, and also includes the Championship and the Premiership. So Dumbarton have been in, Dumbarton have won the actual Premiership before, shared it with Dumbarton back in its first season, I believe, way back in 1870. No, it may have been later than that actually, but the 18th century anyway. They shared it with Dumbarton, with Rangers. And, well, since then they've been kind of fighting in the lower leagues, but we'll have a wee look at our key players in this first episode, and then we'll also look at what our main objections are. We'll do a bit of the tactic setup for this season, and obviously we'll look at that, and then so this will be about introducing the save to everybody, and then obviously moving forward we will be playing a few games on the stream, and then obviously a few off stream as well, but keep me informed of how the save's doing. So remember, if you like what you see, subscribe, like, it means a lot, and it means that I'll be encouraged to do more videos. If you don't like it, then you don't need to watch it. So as I says, we're just waiting for the save to load up, which is going to go any minute now, and then we'll get started with a shot at glory, which used to be a film based around Boghead, and Boghead was featured. It wasn't based around Boghead, but it was featured, and it was called A Shot at Glory, so that's where the idea came from. So Dumbarton, as I say, are in League 2 at the moment. They're top of League 2, and they've been on a good, they've done okay this season so far, so the expectations are that they will hopefully get promoted, with their current manager, who's Stevie Farrell. So anyway, let's hopefully get to it, and let's see what we've got in regards to Dumbarton. Now I must point out before we do get into it, this is the start of the winter transfer window, so the winter transfer window did drop on Football Manager, so it's all updated teams, and I'm not using any skin, so the skin I'm using is just normal skin for a Football Manager itself. This is the thing I hate. I should have skipped this bit. But never mind, we'll keep going anyway, because I want you to see it as it's happening. Obviously, as I get used to things, then I'll maybe start looking at skipping these bits, so it's easier and a lot more, so you don't need to fast forward. But if you want to fast forward, feel free, and you'll get me starting my actual save, in terms of going through the different players and things like that. So if you want to do that, then that's fine. You can fast forward it, but I don't think it's going to be worth your while now, because we've only got a wee bit to go. But hopefully the targets for this season for Dumbarton would be obviously to try and clinch promotion at the first time in asking. Leagues, the leagues are going to be the main basis, I think. So here's Dumbarton here. semi-professional club, obviously, a 2,020 seater stadium. So manager style, we are going to suggest the badge based on Dumbarton and experience based on Dumbarton, because they wouldn't be signing a top calibre manager. Let's face it. So here we are. We have been appointed as Dumbarton FC manager. So this is our 150th season under myself as manager, and I put a contract on the table of £575 per week, which is not too bad. And I replace, obviously, current manager Stevie Farrell. So without further ado, let's get into it. My assistant manager is Frank McNohan, and there's a club history. So 1890, yeah. So again, shared the top tier. So last year we did get relegated from League One, and our media prediction is to finish third. So hopefully we can do that. So we've got a couple of players on loan. So we've got Peter Grant, who is on loan from Clyde, and Ryan McKeever is off on loan to Clyde. So this is the objectives that we've got to make. So we have to work within the wage budget, which is pretty obvious. That's kind of the same with every kind of small club. Obviously, keep it tight with the wage budget, grow the club's reputation, which is preferred. So a 5-year plan they've gave us at the end of this current season, but to gain automatic promotion into League One, be competitive in the Scottish Cup, be competitive in the League Cup, and that's what we need to do, which I think we should be able to do. So support our expectations. Automatic promotion to League One might be a bit difficult, but we'll give our best goal nonetheless. We want to schedule a press conference. We don't want to schedule a inter-squad friendly, and we'll go that to every month. Usually I put it every fortnight, and as you can see, my other saves that I've attempted to do before this came out, well, in actual fact, I had a wee quick go at Rangers, but we'll just delete the 3 ones, and that's one thing I would always say for you to do is FM save shot at glory, which is the name of this, which is the name of this Football Manager series. So fingers crossed that we'll be able to do what we need to do this year. So not going to worry about the contracts, because like I said, with being a semi-professional club, we can't really do anything just now. It'll be more towards the end of the season. So we're going to create a tactic. So I think for Dumbarton, obviously, if you're not used to Football Manager, then you've got different types of tactical styles that you can play from. So wing play looks to get quality boxes into the box, overloads in the wide areas. So we've got actually good players. We've got Orisay, who is a can attack right player, can play out in the wing, really good at this level. So I think he'll be in that area. So he'll be instrumental in that right. And then we have Ali Love, who is in the left. So again, he's not too bad. He's not too bad, really good at what he does, and obviously we'll look to take full flack of that. We have Greg Wild, who can play there as well, but he'll be mostly left back. So we've got options there. So in terms of that, we'll look to play wing play, and that means that we're not overloading. We're playing with a balanced mentality. We are looking to go more direct in our passing into space. We're playing down the left, down the right. We're going to be overlapping the balls through to our wingers here, as it shows here. So it's straightforward to the wingers, who obviously, hopefully somebody in the middle will be able to get into the box and score for us. So with this, it's given us obviously formations that suit the actual tactical style. So again, we're just going to go for a bog standard 4-3-3, not going to change too much. And again, that's how it looks in terms of the formation. Now, just before we're going to go actually, because we've talked about obviously our tactic. Then now we'll look at our squad in depth. So we have two goalkeepers. The first of which is Brett Long. So again, Brett Long. I think he has just signed for the club. In fact, yeah, he has, from Peterhead. He's had spells with East Fife, Elgin City, Clifton Hill. He signed on a free contract to Dundee United after being on loan to Clyde, Forfar Athletic. He went and left actually Dundee United before starting his career at Motherwell. So he'll be number one. I don't see that changing this season unless we get another keeper in. Harry Brown, who is a young goalkeeper, 18 years old, joined us from Kilwinning Rangers. This is his first season at Dumbarton on a free transfer. Luca Vatata, who looks a decent prospect at 16 years old. You know, he looks to be quite a player, even at this early stage of his career. Again, he's getting down as a breakthrough prospect. I agree with that, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some game time in his first season here at Dumbarton. Stuart Carswell, instrumental, our captain. He'll be our captain for the season. He's been round the blocks, so he has Motherwell, St Mirren, going to IBK, who are ice team in Iceland, then joined Dumbarton on a free transfer, and he's been there since 2016-17 season. Finlay Gray, again, he's banging in the goals for Dumbarton just now. Cracking midfielder. Yeah, we'll look to play him as much as we can in that middle three, and we've also got either toss up between Joe McKee or Ryan Blair. Ryan Blair, played him before in my saves with Dumbarton. He was solid. I think he's took a wee bit of a dip since managed Dumbarton before, but again we'll maybe look to, it's a toss up between Joe McKee or Ryan Blair. David Wilson, more suited to the right hand side, so he can play in the middle. I don't know if he will play there. Again, we'll need to just kind of see how things pan out with that. Ross McLean, he'll be through the right hand side. Now, as where we have Calvin Orrison. Now, I know he has played up front for Dumbarton. Again, I think he's better suited in the right just due to his crossing and his pace, which will be pretty decent for this department. John Gemmell, legend in his own right. Unfortunately, I don't see a future for him here at Dumbarton, so I think he'll be gone. We've got Russell McLean, who's amazing for Dumbarton in terms of his actual attributes, but unfortunately he's out for 35 months, so he will not be an option. So we've got Declan Byrne and Ryan Moss. Again, not bad at all. Declan Byrne, pretty good attributes at this level, and Ryan Moss would be a useful player as well. But again, that might be an area for improvement if we've got any manoeuvre on the kind of transfer side of things. So just before we go, let's have a wee look quickly at the kind of transferring. So our scouting range obviously doesn't go very far. Got a transfer budget of 5.7 5.7k. I was about to say 5.7 million. But before we do that, we do need to confirm that we are going to do what we said we're going to do. Hopefully to gain automatic promotion into League 1 this season and be competitive in terms of the cups. So that's obviously the League Cup and the Scottish Cup. So again, we can now transfer this all into the wage budget because I won't be spending any money. Gives us a wage of 704. So what we'll do is we'll go off now, we'll do a bit of scouting offline, and we'll come back. So we'll get the friendly against Tarrant. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the League Cup games against Queen of the South, and we'll also do the one against St Mirren as well. And that's it for Shot to Glory. As I said, keep tuned, keep tuned in and keep watching, because obviously we'll be continuing with the save, and we'll be back at Queen of the South. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.